To track sauna and cold plunging and also cold showering on a Garmin watch, there are 3 apps available which I took a look at. The first one is called Plunge Pulse. This is what it looks like. This is what it looks like in Garmin Connect, and it also does come with an Android app, so this is what it looks like within the Android app. It costs €4. The second option I took a look at is this Garmin only app, does not come with an Android app. It's called Plunge and Sauna, and it, I think, has the best UI. So there are 3 different presets, and these presets can be set individually, so one can set 3 times cold shower, but with different metrics here. I can then, for example, click on cold plunge. In cold plunge, I can have a couple of different settings, like I can set how, basically if there's a countdown, I can also select the session duration, in my case usually 1 minute, if I go cold plunging outside, and then there can also be a prepare duration. I can record as activity, as Garmin activity, and I can also record the temperature, but I can also set the manual temperature, which in terms of cold plunging probably does not make the most sense, as I am cold plunging outdoors. Therefore, recording the temperature seems to make sense. Now, I test this with sauna, in this case steam sauna, because I don't only have 3 presets. I sometimes go to a dry sauna also, but let's take a look at the steam sauna. I now can set the fixed temperature by going up once, and then I can select the temperature. Currently it is set to 40, and then the temperature is to some extent probably recorded, but unfortunately it does not. So I now click on save, but the temperature doesn't appear nowhere in Garmin Connect. So this is from app Plunge Pulse, and this is from the app which is called differently, I guess. So this is what it looks like in Garmin Connect IQ, and this is what the app looks like. There apparently was payment. I think I paid 2 or 3 or 4 euros for this. I can't remember. The question comes up if I can set the temperature manually on the watch. What use is it if there is no Android app companion? And if then the temperature also is not set in the naming of the activity? One could say no use at all. Now there are a couple of different apps, but these are the ones I still have on my watch. This here is also available, I guess, but it's not really nice, and so I probably will uninstall again. And from the ones I tried, so what I want from an app like this: I want a nice UI on the watch, I want some custom settings on the watch, and what I also want is an Android app in which I have a leaderboard, etc. And then the activity should be recorded as a Garmin activity, with ideally the temperature I set manually appearing in the name up here. So now the third option is to just create custom activities. Here, for example, I created one